Hello everyone and welcome to another unboxing video here in the workshop. Today we have the 6th scale General Grievous from Sideshow Collectables. There's been a lot of speculation of how crappy this guy could be, so that's what this unboxing is help figure out, whether he is as low quality as everyone says he is, or if he is actually better than what people are saying he is. Because I know there's a lot of stuff going on around in the communities that he sucks. So, let's open this guy up. Well, first, there he is, General Grievous on the front, General Grievous on the back. Yeah, pretty simple. I was pretty happy with Sideshow's, Darth Mauls. I thought they did really good on their second version of Darth Maul, which was their Naboo version, where he didn't have the cloak. So hopefully they did a good job on their second version of General Grievous. So let's open this guy up and see what he came with. And here he is outside of the box. There was no plastic to remove. The insert was foam, which was new to me. I don't think I've ever seen anyone with foam yet. Although I thought about packing my own figures in foam in some cases, because I think it might be a little superior to the plastic that most hot toys come in. I could be wrong, but there's another portrait of General Grievous. They did not skimp on the pictures for him. They all look pretty identical, except that one doesn't have the cloak. Overall, he looks alright. I mean, I think he looks really good. As far as looks are concerned, he looks really good. Taking him out of the box, though, taking him out of that foam, I honestly felt like he was going to crumble in my hands. Like, it feels that thin. It feels that cheap of plastic. And I don't want to say they went cheap on it, but it does kind of feel that way, unfortunately. But as far as looking at him, he looks very imposing. He looks really cool. As long as you can get him to stand right. Which wasn't really too difficult. He didn't wobble too much. Before we go further into the articulation of him, which I noticed some joints were a little loose coming out of the box, let's take a look at what he came with. What we got first here is his blaster, which is painted with a little bronzish. Really good detail. A nice finish on everything. Looks very metallic. And yeah, looks like they did a decent job. I'm not familiar with his blaster at all. I'm not familiar with the first wave of this guy either. I didn't get him. I was too late in collecting to grab him up ahead of time. But everyone that I've seen has a lot of complaints about the first ones. Joints. But this gun's pretty cool. This blaster's really neat. And we got his famous lightsaber hilts of the fallen Jedi that he's taken down. They're magnetic, which I found a little odd at first. But then as you get to posing this figure, you'll understand why, and I'll show you later. I'll show you once I have the other arms on. But yeah, to me, they are extremely detailed and extremely chrome. I don't know why they went this chrome with them. I don't remember them being this, any lightsaber for that matter, being this chrome. Correct me if I'm wrong for sure down in the comment section, but that is a lot of chrome. But they're really neat. They're really cool. I'm glad I have it. Super glad I have this guy. Here are the ones with the blades. 2 blue, 2 green. Again, magnetic. With the same looks. They look the same. That's really good. They're definitely a plastic, or They're definitely plastic, but there's a magnet inside. And again, I'll show you why here in a moment. And then we have his split arms, which have decent articulation. They stay in spots, so that's good. It's good for posing. At least on this arm it does. And I'm assuming, yeah, they'll pop off from the other arms where the arm sockets go. I'll check that out momentarily. And then we have the other arm, which, yeah, there it is. Not good. How am I supposed to pose with that? Hopefully I don't knock down Grievous while I'm doing it. Yep, that's not good. That's not going to stay in pose. I have to have it outright. Now, I will probably contact Sideshow. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I might just fix this stuff myself. But, yeah, that's poor craftsmanship right there. Nothing should come to you like that, in my opinion. If you're going to spend the money that we spend as collectors... Oh, I just dropped a lightsaber, I think. As collectors, I don't think we should be having to be worried about that kind of stuff. And then this odd-looking piece, which was pointed out, was obviously reused from 2014, which is fine. I mean, you guys do what you got to do. But it rotates, and it moves from side to side. Don't ask me why. I have never seen a base like this. It's got the Grievous logo on there, which is cool. No nameplate, which sucks. I don't know why you wouldn't bother putting a nameplate on things like that. But yeah, this side to side, I'm not sure what that's. I don't use a whole lot of bases in my collection, but I'm not sure what that's for or how that's useful. Again, if you know how it is, how useful it is, let me know in the comment section down below. Because I have no clue. But alright, let's back up a little bit and we'll take a look at the articulation of General Grievous himself. Alright, here he is in hand. He looks really good. I mean, he looks cool. I mean, just having him in the hand, he looks awesome. Very good attention to detail. I like how everything's like the bone ivory look. As he was in the movie. He looks just as menacing as he does in the movie. I feel like you should push a button and he should start coughing. That would be hilarious. That should speak to the volumes of how inexpensive he looks, or he feels. Again, I don't think that should be happening either. As far as moving it around, it's just on that one ball joint, or that one ball and peg. It's ratcheted and doesn't stay, which is understandable. There's a twist that you can use, a twisting motion you can use in the bicep area. This is on both arms. And then the bend at the elbow, which is weird in its own way. And his hands. And then this is where, see, I should be able to not, I shouldn't, they see even Sideshow themselves in their Their own reviews have said that they fixed the joint issue. I'm wondering if that's the joint issue that they were talking about. Because again, I did not collect the first one. I did not get the first one because I wasn't in collecting then. But that is the reason for the magnets, because they're held in by magnet on his hands, which is a nice feature. So you don't have to worry about it falling out of his hand. The fingers are nice. They feel, I mean, that's a bit flimsy, but that's the way it's supposed to move. I don't know if you can see the joint there. It's loose. I mean, really good attention to detail on how he looks. I wish they would have made fingers that were articulated like the Iron Man hands, that you could move each joint. That would have been a greater feature than this. And it's the same with the other hand. I mean, that arm sticks, which is great. And it just kind of came off on me there. That's good. God, I just feel like I'm gonna break this thing, and it sounds like I'm gonna break this thing. It just, I don't know. It feels like they could have done a heck of a lot better job. And I'm not saying that just to sound like I'm in the crowd of hating on this thing, but just feeling it. They could have done. But again, you know, Sideshow, from what I know, or not know, from what I speculate, they don't make their own 6-scale figures. They have someone else do it for them. So I don't know who actually made this for them. But like I know for sure they do make their own premium formats, and their statues are awesome. But as far as this 6-scale figure line, I'm not 100% impressed. I mean, right now this is difficult to get to stand. I mean, do I use the stand? Which way do I tilt it to get him to keep it standing? I don't know. There he is standing. I'm a little afraid to move him right now, just because of how crazy it is. But yeah, the legs bend up to about there. Oh, let me straighten this one out. Up to about there. You get... Oh, sorry. You get there. You can get to there with it. I just feel like I'm gonna break it every time I move his leg. But it is a double jointed leg, or however many jointed leg it is for. But it'll go that far back. I'm not sure why you'd want to do that. It just feels like I'm gonna break it. So you can get his legs that about. That's how he came in the box, by the way. About like that. And then you can get some movement in his head. Side to side. Well, one side anyway. You can get him to lean over that way. You can get him to lean over that way. I can't get him to lean over the other way. I can't get him to lean. That's about as far as he goes. But I can get him to lean over that way. Pretty far. Yeah, I don't... If you have this figure and he doesn't move like you want him to, then yeah, it's a legitimate gripe. Because this guy is just... Oh... I don't want to say ugly. He's not ugly. He's freaking a beautiful piece if you can get him to just not move. Which is upsetting because sometimes you just want to rearrange your case Or case is, he stands pretty good. What happens when I put the cloak on him? There's a fastener here and a button. I'm not exactly sure why there's two separate, or two of them. All right, it's a little, there, we got him to stand. And he looks really cool, just like that. But again, I feel like I'm gonna break him every time I touch him, and that's not cool. There are pockets on the inside, which I feel like are a little too deep for his lightsabers. I don't know if you got a good look at that. They're right there. They're right there, and right there. They improved. I'm pretty sure they improved the cape from the last figure that they made. At least so I'm told. It's a new cape, new fabric. The fabric feels really cool, actually. Nice and light. But as far as wanting this guy to fight Obi-Wan Kenobi, your Obi-Wan Kenobi, I don't know if you'd want to do that. I can't, anyways, with the arms that I have. One just swivels. Like you shake it. Hey, he's got the spinning thing down. That's cool. Is he supposed to do that? No. No. I can spin it like he does. But I'm pretty sure it was just his hands that spun. Alright. Well, I'm going to get this in another pose and see how he looks. And just to show you real quick, the whole arm and peg come off. So you can insert the other arms. There. Just want to show that this ball right here is already starting to split. Just from trying to articulate this guy. I know I don't have a whole lot of followers, but hopefully a lot of people see this video and stay away from this frickin' monstrosity. Just stay away. I hate saying that. I really frickin' do. I frickin' with a passion hate saying that. Because they've done great figures before. And I can't for the life of me get this thing to stay on. I know his hands are backwards. Don't say nothing about that. I wanted this guy to be really cool. And he looks like he should be really badass. But the articulation, the cheapness, joints should not be splitting when you're trying to articulate. I shouldn't feel like I'm about to break him every time I move his legs. But God, is he beautiful. He looks awesome. Don't touch him. Don't touch him. Once you take him out of the box, don't touch him. I completely understand if you want to leave him in the box if you got this guy. You get him in one pose, put him up there, don't touch him. Don't touch him. You keep him in an airtight container, because otherwise he's just going to become brittle as hell. I am frustrated and disappointed. And I shouldn't feel like that on a figure this expensive. I just wish they would have given a little bit more effort into this. Again, like I said before, I don't think Sideshow makes their own 6-scale figures. Pretty sure they have someone out of the country do it for them. which is sad. We have so many good people. They have so many good people working for them. Correct me if I'm wrong, Sideshow. That's fine. There's a comment section down below just for that. You can correct me. I'd be surprised if the answer was we make our stuff in-house. But if you do make your stuff in-house, you need to do a better job. Because we pay $200+ for these things, and you are nowhere near on the level of Hot Toys. So you should not be charging the price of a Hot Toy at all. I get it, it's America, we do what we want, but that's ridiculous. This figure right here has a score of a 2.1. The look of him is the only thing that saved him. I am too frustrated of trying to articulate this guy to give you a higher score, because that sucks. 2.1. Feel lucky it's not lower. And I wanted to love this figure so much. I wanted to prove to people that he is good. He's all good. He's awesome. He's freaking get him. Nope. That joint right there is already falling apart. That arm won't even stay in a correct position. I shouldn't be able to wiggle it like that. I don't want a refund. I'm not looking for a refund. And you can use this video as evidence that I don't want a damn refund. I just want you to make a better product. He looks awesome. He looks great, just like this. But I want more than just this. Can you tell I'm getting angry? I'm not angry. I don't get angry easy. Frustrated, annoyed. I'm super annoyed. I just had high hopes for this figure, and I was hoping to squash all the comments that I've seen in the communities. I mean, this particular one that I received did not live up to the expectations that I had from a Hot Toys level toy. I know it's difficult. Trust me, it's difficult. I know how hard it is to make a figure. I do. I know how hard it is. I know how frustrating it can be. I know how long it can take. But yeah, it's got to be better. I'd be pissed at myself if I sent out a figure like this that people keep complaining about. Rightfully so. Rightfully so. Those two things right there. Figure killer right there. I don't want to turn this into a hate video, because I don't want to hate on this figure. Because I love the prequels, and I enjoyed General Grievous as a character in the movies and the Clone Wars. And I don't want to hate on this figure, but is it supposed to do that? Damn. Alright. Well, people, I'm sorry for the disappointing video and the disappointing review. See, what is this? How is this supposed to work in any fashion? Is this supposed to cup under a leg? An answer would be nice. Is this supposed to cup under a leg, up under his crotch? It looks like it's supposed to be a crotch grabber. I'm sorry. I don't. You know, I don't care. I don't care that it's from 2014. You guys said you updated the figure. You didn't update the figure. It still sucks here. It still sucks there. And whatever other garbage people had with it. He's going on my shelf right next to my Obi-Wan Kenobi. And that's it. I can't pose him. I can't do anything without feeling like I'm going to break something. And I pretty much did break something. Just trying to move the figure up and down and out. That will break eventually. That joint right there will break eventually. And it just saddens me that I've got to report and review on a toy so great looking, but it's not complete utter garbage. It's not. But those problems that you guys said you fixed are not fixed. At least not on this figure. My particular figure was not fixed. But he looks awesome. He looks great. But I can't pose him when and where I want to without feeling like I'm going to break him. And that's an issue. I don't know what else I can say about it. I'm not raising the score. I still feel like he's just straight up 2.1. Just based on the looks alone. Maybe. Alright, cool. You know what? On the looks, because I really love how it looks, I will raise the score. If you've been watching my videos, I raised the score on Cap on last video. I raised it on him just because I was super stoked. But this guy disappointed me. Just in the articulation department. He looks fantastic. So you know what? I will bump it up to a 4. No. I'll bump it up to a 3.8. Because I'm still disappointed in the fact that I paid what I paid and got an unarticulated figure. Or a figure like I'm going to break. I feel like I'm going to break every time I use it. Or every time. So now that I'm done being angry about those joints, about the articulation. Now I'm done being angry about it. Straight up score 3.8. 3.8. That's honestly what I would have given their first Darth Maul as well. It's about 3.8 to 4.1, anywhere between there. Because that figure is not that great. The head sculpt on the Darth Maul sucks. But that's an early figure, so we're not going to go there. This is a brand new figure. It said was updated, and is clearly still has work to do. So 3.8, that'll do it for me. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Thank you for letting me vent on this figure. And everybody watching, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll catch you on the next one.